The mantra of the 80s about making money is changing and becoming obsolete because I think that the younger generations don't care so much about money. They care more about information. They are more society oriented. They're more socially responsible than I believe I was in the 80s. And I have a nephew who is working with a startup, and he works very, very hard for very little money, but there's an end game. The product they're working on will do a lot of good for the environment. It'll provide information to farmers that they're not able to get access to otherwise. And he's okay to sacrifice for that purpose.
Making money obsolete? Probably not, but it has changed. That is, it's not only about making money, it's making money, again, with a sense of purpose. And I'm glad to see that the expectation for ethical approach is increasing, in particular with the millennial.
The accumulation of wealth by itself isn't a bad thing for people or companies to pursue, but it has to be weighed against the cost to society. And can you do well for yourself and for the company, but also for those around you, and lift those who work for the company up? So the other thing that's happened, I think, is the accumulation of wealth by the few and the accumulation of the economic output by corporate profits at the expense of labor, I think has swung too far, and that will swing back, where wealth will be redistributed in lots of different ways. However, human nature is to want to accumulate things, and I don't think that's fundamentally changed.
I think this idea of just making money is completely gone. And when I'm asked repetitively, hey, how'd you get to where you are today? What happened? And it's never about, and people say this, oh, it's not about the money, it's not about the money. The money is a result. I always feel that one has to ground themselves in, is there something you love to do, or things that you love to do? Then you apply the industry where your love and your passion and your attention is. Once you have the industry, I would then say identify the companies that are aligning with your values. Is it technology? Is it the way they conduct themselves, etc.? Once you understand those companies in the industry where your passion lays, then the money will come, the success will come, because it's not work. And it gets into sometimes, I think, this idea when someone says, the love of money, or that's why I'm here. I know a lot of people that make a lot of money and are completely miserable.
I don't think by any means are we going to have people who are going to stop making money. It's going to be how you make money, and more importantly, what do you do with that money, right? And so if you look at Silicon Valley, they're minting billionaires by the week. The question is, what are those people doing with their money, right? Are they giving it back to society? Are they making bigger companies? Are they investing in other things? The financial world, unfortunately, has been plagued by some bad apples. But I believe that being a banker is a noble profession, because you are intermediating capital between those who have it and those who need it. There is a need for that, and unfortunately we've gotten off the tangent because of the bad apples. But there are people here, I for one, that love doing what I do because I help companies get bigger. I help companies grow. I help companies build value. I help companies hire people. And all of those things are very important to me. So money is a derivative of what you do. And if you're good, you'll make money.
Younger people these days have a better social conscience, and they're not willing to basically accept the status quo as it is. They're more willing to pursue their dreams and keep the lifestyle they want. So this doesn't mean that they don't want to make money, but they want more freedom when trying to pursue their career. I also believe that the sharing economy allows young people to do this because they can get supplemental income by doing things like renting their couch on Airbnb, writing a few apps or some code on their spare time, or even riding an Uber or any car sharing service. The gig economy is providing these millennials with supplemental income that allows them to be more free at the jobs they choose. So I still think they want to make money, but the role model is going to be more like Mark Zuckerberg as opposed to Jamie Dimon.
It absolutely is changing. I'm not convinced it's going to stay permanently. So I look at the optimism of my own children, and they keep explaining to me that it's not the money they earn, it's what they do and how much passion they have for what it is they're trying to do or what it is they're trying to change. And then I come back to the brilliant on the basics from business school. What does my balance sheet look like? So there's a certain amount of money you want to spend for a lifestyle, and there's a certain amount of money you need to earn to have that lifestyle. And I think it will be very interesting to see as these young graduates leave school and realize, gosh, I need to make a little more money to have the lifestyle I want, whether or not we might rebalance the equation in a way that isn't, I have to make tons of money, but I need to make enough money to have a better life.